set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Fresno State will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Power football with the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he drops the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Got that second one.
Looking downfield, it's Keem. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision if he's open.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll try the left side. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's the handoff. Discards a man. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Back to pass. It's Keene. Makes his connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking for a man, it's Warren. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Looking to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 45 on his way. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 91 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. On the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Precision blocking up front, creating the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass. It's Keene. He finds his man.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Complete in the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fires left. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throwing right. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They move the tight end all over. They'll try to slam it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Deep.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fair catch, called for and made. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, guys. Tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
And
gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Keene. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Wolverines are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Warren. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they've regained the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This offense has a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air. It's Keene. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Makes a move. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy...
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense like that.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Keem. A little screen to the running backs. Plows through the defense. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they're going to let it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets to give. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He makes the catch. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. Dropping back, it's Warren. It's complete to the right.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with their lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd down, going up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got his man in the middle.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down.
Going for it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone and swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Tell you what, the crowd being really involved and really into it, not so much now after that scramble. Great job getting the first down on fourth down. That'll take some air out of those fans' lungs.
Back to throw. It's Keene. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Up by one. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a...
Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting...
Pulls it in on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Wolverines. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're setting up the screen. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is